And by the way, I had to walk home last night.
Yeah.
Like in my neck of the woods, parking is really tight. Everybody wants to go park by the beach. Thanks a lot.
Here it comes. I
jackasses.
just heard it connect.
Yeah. Did you hear it connect?
Here comes the.
Yeah. And then, you know what? All right.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh my God, my car's wet.
That's all I wanted to say.
It was good. Okay.
See, and that'll give you an idea how bad the storm is going to be.
It really is. That's our Doppler radar right there.
It is.
Right? So you had to walk home?
I did, yes, and it was raining, and I was like kind of sad.
Did you have an umbrella?
I did, and you know it's
That's girly.
It's not though.
Yeah.
Because
Give me your man card.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
back.
Because I'm smart
Yep.
and I prepared. I'm not singing Disney tunes.
No, you were
Although
just singing in the rain.
Just wear a
Probably.
raincoat and a hood. Yeah. Twirling around.
Both of you, shut up. But
So-
you know what's cool about it? You know what makes it cool?
What?
It's from Santa Anita Racetrack.
Okay, that's
what up.
Cool.
And a golf umbrella's okay.
The only one left out of Del Mar. We have two. Del Mar and Santa Anita. Only two racetracks left in Southern California.
No more Hollywood Park.
No more legacy.
No more.
Hollywood
It's
Park's
sad.
done.
Okay, Britain's Signals Intelligence Division is stealing screenshots from hundreds of thousands of innocent Yahoo users'
I just
webcam
read
videos.
this,
Can you
yes.
believe this? The Guardian's
Yes.
reporting this. They're also saying the years-long operation has swept up a huge haul of like naked pictures. Now, the newspaper said the GCHQ, that's the thing, has been scooping up the sensitive images by intercepting video chats like the stuff you do on Yahoo Messenger. The effort is codenamed Optic Nerve. It's not clear how many Yahoo users were spied on. The Guardian said the documents were provided by former U.S. intelligence worker Edward Snowden.
Yeah, attaboy.
See,
Attaboy.
he's been digging stuff up. He's still in Russia after he sought temporary asylum there. Even at one screenshot every 5 minutes, material published to the Guardian's website appeared to show UK analysts being deluged with X-rated footage. This is my favorite part of the whole story. It would appear that a surprising number of people use webcam conversations to show intimate parts of their body to the other person. Another snippet of an intelligent
think?
document published said it went on to say that the informal study had found that between 3 and 11% of all the images carried, and this is a quote, undesirable nudity.
Oh, that's hilarious.
In other words, they didn't look good with their clothes
3
on.
to 11% is like, I did not want to unsee
That's
that.
hilarious.
I
Oh my
cannot
God.
The longer
unsee that.
Snowden
I don't
is
want
at
to
this,
see
the
it.
more people are going to like him.
I
Oh,
know.
heck
See,
yeah.
he is moving up the ranks toward hero.
Being awesome.
Sports.
All right, on that note.
Yeah, on that note, there was an international race.
Listen how smug he is, because he knows,
Yeah.
he probably looks the best at this table naked.
I think we
This
should have
is
a
where your
I think
mind
we should have a
goes?
contest right
From
now.
the neck up, Phil.
Well, I mean, this was the transition. It's the segue from the 3 to 11% of us that those guys would probably rather not look
The
at.
inner workings of
And then-
Phil's brain.
And then there's Chris.
It's a scary place.
It is.
They're like,
There,
oh, wait, hold on. Go back to that guy.
there is an international race for the world's fastest production car, and while it may be a never-ending
Ooh.
story, the title for now belongs to the American-made car, the Hennessy Venom GT.
The what?
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 Hennessy,
Isn't that a
Jen,
kind of booze?
kind of like the drink.
You
Yeah?
like cars? Have you
Yeah.
heard about that one?
No.
Yeah, so check this out. The Venom GT clocked 270.49 miles per hour
Wow.
at the Kennedy Space Center landing strip, beating the previous record of 267.81 miles per hour set by the Bugatti Veyron. Yeah, Veyron.
Yes,
Okay, good.
yes.
I said Veyron. Veyron Super Sport.
I've
And that was
seen
all the way
that
back
car,
in 2010.
yeah. I've seen that actual car.
All very
Yeah.
space-age.
$1 million
looking cars.
car, isn't
Yes, it's it's crazy looking. And here's my point about American cars. It could go really fast, but I bet it doesn't corner.
Yeah,
You know?
he was
I
on
bet
the
it doesn't
straightaway.
corner on the straightaway.
Yeah, he's at Cape Canaveral.
Yeah, okay, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, apparently he's saying
Put it on a
the
road
driver's
track.
saying Brian Smith is
Yeah.
saying that the car could have gone faster because he was still accelerating at a mile per hour per second.
But he ran out of-
But he ran out of runway. He had
Wow.
I think it was like 3.5 miles that he had, and I thought here also is an opportunity for Phil to buy another car at auction. This one will only cost you $1.2 million.
On credit cards.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
How
not too
many
bad.
credit cards?
I know you have a credit card that goes that high.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see. One of those black credit cards.
Who cash in your Bitcoin?
Yeah,
You-
right. While it's on the downswing.
Right.
That market's tumbling. In NBA news, LeBron James is going to be wearing a protective face mask tonight versus the Knicks. He got his nose broken last Thursday in a game versus the Thunder, And he says it's uncomfortable and it's prone to fogging up.
Is it going to be one of those clear ones that
Plus,
make it
looks
look like
weird.
a serial killer?
I don't know. Check this out. He says that he's been talking to Marvel and DC Comics up to this game for the last couple of days to try to come up with one of the greatest masks of all time.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dwayne Wade chimed in. He said he looked like every other player in a mask. It looks weird.
It does look weird. But you know what? You would have thought the world stopped when he went down, when he got hit. He was driving to the basket and he got hit by some center's arm.
Yeah.
Went down, blood all over the court. You would have thought the world stopped.
Yeah, well, the first thing I thought was, this guy's never been punched before in his life.
Oh, yeah. Because the way he went down.
Because, listen,
that's a good one.
He was on the ground holding his face in the fetal position, a little bit of blood coming from his nose.
Right.
And I'm thinking, I sometimes we forget this guy was probably pampered pretty much his entire life. Being bigger than everybody and
That's
being a
kinda
superstar.
funny.
That's probably really true.
Yeah.
Good point,
Wow.
Christopher.
He
How about
also,
that?
real quick to close it out, he also bought his entire team WWE Championship Wrestling belts.
Wow.
From Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Stephanie McMahon from WWE.
Wow.
And they refer to themselves as the Heatles.
Oh, boy.
The what?
Yeah.
The what?
The Heatles.
Like Meet the Heatles?
Mike ought to like that one. No, like, like,
yeah.
well, maybe like the Beatles.
The
I mean, at least
Beatles,
I'm assuming
yeah.
that's what it's
Yeah.
about. You want to keep going?
No,
I got more.
Is that all you got?
Oh, no, I got all kinds of
He's
stuff.
got all kinds of
Mike
stuff.
Trout. Everybody's excited to hear that Mike
here's
Trout
the
re-signed
thing.
with the Angels.
Mike
Yeah.
Trout,
$1 million.
everybody was talking about $150 million for 6 years. That's $30 million a year. And then I see that he signs for $1 million, and I'm thinking, wow, I need that agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's
I need that career.
He's in what they call like a probationary period or
So in other words, that $1 million is a down payment on the $30 million a year he's probably going to get.
That's exactly right. And it's sort of a way of Anaheim saying, by the way, it's the most that a player at his level's been paid than any other player at his level and at his age.
He's
Wow.
22, isn't he?
He's 22 years old. So that $1 million is sort of locking him in. Chances are this spring they're going to sign him to a deal that, it's going to be somewhere north of $150 million for
Next thing
6 years.
we know,
He's
we're
going
going
to pull up in that Hennessy
to...
Venom
Exactly.
thing.
Right.
Exactly.
All
right, Chris. That's good. We'll end on trout.
Cool.
Wow.
So we've had, let's review. We've had birds and we've had
Trout,
fish.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have something completely different that doesn't even follow that line of thought.
Great.
But this week, and this is in the news category, Jen, and I'm bringing this up on your behalf
Okay.
as the news lady here. This week, there are growing concerns about a mystery virus that has been found in as many as 25 children, and it's all isolated to Northern
I
California.
heard about this, and this is disturbing,
The
isn't it?
symptoms mimic polio, or they're polio-like, let's put it that way. But it's not polio. In fact, health officials don't know what it is, and now a U.S. senator is demanding an investigation. So we have our own guy on the case, and he's our resident medical expert, Dr. Michael Z. Kurtz of Valley View Wellness Medical Center in Garden Grove, California. How about that for a plug, Dr. Kurtz? Hello.
He wasn't impressed, apparently.
Apparently not. Apparently
He's like, Phil, try that again. I want
apparently he's on
more
call.
fanfare.
He's on call. But here's the thing. I mentioned a U.S. senator. Since the health officials don't know what this is, Barbara Boxer, who's one of the two senators, U.S. senators here in California, is demanding an investigation on all of this. Okay,
Right.
Dr. Kurtz, you're on right now.
I'm here for you, Phil. I'm right here.
Okay, very good. Now, we gave you a nice plug for your medical center there in Garden Grove, California.
I heard you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now, this whole polio thing, whatever it is, it's not polio, but it sounds scary, especially since doctors seem absolutely baffled as to what it is or how to treat it. Have you found out anything at all about this?
I have. I have done my research, and I have found out something about it.
Ooh, please tell us.
I'm sure you would like to hear. Okay. First of all, this research has been going on for the past year. Apparently, there are 5 children in California right now who developed a polio-like illness, which causes severe weakness or paralysis in their arms and legs. It is linked to 2 children. 2 of these children have been linked with a rare virus called the enterovirus 68.
Oh.
Enterovirus 68.
Enterovirus.
Okay.
It's linked to Coxsackie virus. It's also mildly or weakly linked to the polio virus.
But these kids have all they're all inoculated against polio. I mean, this is not a polio disease, is it?
No, it's just related. The enterovirus is kind of weakly related to the polio. And yes, these children have all been inoculated with the polio vaccine.
Coxsackie, what is that?
Coxsackie it's related to enterovirus in that it causes nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea.
Well, it sounds a lot more fun than it is, huh?
It's a lot easier to treat than the virus that's going around. That's the problem.
So with these 25 kids, they're 25 kids that have this virus, but only 5 have symptoms?
5 of them have
paralysis
received
symptoms?
the paralysis, right.
Oh,
5
man.
of them have had the paralysis. And how it starts out as like a respiratory virus. They have like really bad cough, cold, achy, fever, chills.
Which is like polio, just like polio.
Just like a virus, just like the
It's
flu.
like the flu,
But then
yeah.
48 hours later, they develop paralysis.
So is it airborne then when they're hacking away and the cough spittles go across the room and land on you? Do you catch it?
Yes, it's airborne, and what we recommend is, obviously breathe through your nose and blow out through your mouth, and also wash your hands frequently. That's a way to prevent this.
Because the nose filters it on the way in. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
So
Yeah.
the weird thing, though, is it's just in Northern California. And I know doctors always talk to one another, and especially when you start getting the CDC involved, that this is just this little cluster, right? It's not anywhere else.
Well, you know what? No, there is. Not in the United States. It's starting in California, and the thing is, it originated in Asia.
Oh.
Yeah, so this has been going on, and because California is obviously closer to Asia than Eastern, United States, it's starting here. It's starting in the north.
Why kids?
It's going to work its way down.
Are adults vulnerable to this as well?
Adults have gotten them, but not the severity, not the paralysis.
See, that's what I'm wondering. If, mommy and daddy go on vacation somewhere, they come back, they hack on their kid, now their kid's paralyzed. This could be a gigantic outbreak if we don't do something quick. Am I correct?
Correct. But the problem is we have to identify the strain, and we have to come up with a treatment, which we don't have. And like I said, this has been going on for a year, which we didn't know about. I mean, this became, apparent to us this week. Monday it was on the news, and that's when everybody's going crazy now, saying, "What are we going to do? What are we going to do?"
Right, and based on the progression and the way these kids are presenting, would you guess that it's irreversible once they go past a certain point as far as the paralysis goes, regardless of treatment?
It's irreversible. Once it goes to paralysis, they have not had any of the children change the outcome of what's happening. And it's affecting kids that are from 2 to 16 years of age.
Does it matter that a powerful U.S. senator says you better investigate, better get to the bottom of this? Because when you have to investigate something like this, it could take a long time to figure out what's going on, right?
Yes, it can. That's very true.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope for the best on this one. I have another topic for you, Dr. Kurtz.
Okay.
There was a medical report this week, again, heard this in the media, a warning for men about testosterone supplements, that taking supplements like some brand names like Androl could lead to heart problems. What do you say?
Okay, in my experience, and I also have friends that are urologists, so I am frequently speaking with them about the side effects of testosterone, including heart disease, including prostate cancer, including everything that they're talking about now, and these are all bogus statements. And the study, I checked out the study, and just so you guys know, the study was based on men who, guess what, had heart disease.
Oh, well,
that's what the study was about. They wanted to see if it prevented it. So these men already had heart disease, and they had heart attacks, strokes, or whatever. And then when they put them on testosterone, it didn't do that much to them. Did it cause it? No.
See, this is like those fake news stories. It's
Yes,
the
it
same
is.
kind of misinformation
It's
that gets
satire, and it's not funny.
Yes, it's not funny.
What they do, they take a piece of the truth and then they blow it up and exaggerate it.
Because
and
it
make
sounds
baloney.
okay.
It's baloney.
You
'Cause
prescribe testosterone, don't you?
Yeah, I prescribe it all the time. Yeah, people love it. And you know what? Women are on testosterone also. Women need it.
Do men abuse it?
No, some men do. I can't say no
course.
to that. I have seen that in my practice where, the problem is some patients will get it from the streets, they get it from their friends, they'll get it on the website, they'll buy it, and they don't check it. And that's the important thing. You have to be checked. You have to make sure that you're not taking too much of it, because if you do, there are other side effects, and it's not heart disease.
What do they want to do? They want to pump up?
What is it? It's not. It's not heart disease.
They want
It's
to.
not a good thing.
They
What is
want to
it?
pump up like that Spartan guy from the 300. Is that what they want to do?
Right. Yeah, that's what it's all about. But you know what? I have many patients that are on it, and one patient in particular, firefighter, he was getting it from a friend, and he was doing it to stay in shape and be on a calendar. And he normal for a man should be less than 800. His was more than 2,500. he developed a blood clot. He got a blood clot in his leg. So that's the side effect that I see. Otherwise, testosterone